Hiya folks, and welcome back to Graveyard Keeper. I found it. It's here. A lantern network and the place for a lantern, although those don't have costs. Very strange. Place for a lantern. Oh. Oh? I don't know what this did, but I can make me some lanterns. Put a torch here, a wooden lantern, or a lantern. Okay, anyway. Maybe it's so to direct the zombies to different places, I'm not sure. But a porter station is going to take 8 flitch, 4 nails, and a couple of pieces of paper, which is no big deal at all. So let's make the nails. Done. Flitch and paper. Let's go home for that. I unfortunately used my earthstone to get there, so off I go. Alright, I have all the parts I need. I just thought I'd come back a little bit earlier because I noticed this on my way. This is where the coal mine is now. I think that coal vein always used to be there, and I always wondered why there was 2 coal veins, but I think I might be gaslighting myself, who knows. But I have everything we need for a porter station now. So if we build said porter station, oh, I need to possibly, yeah, okay. I'm gonna cut down this tree because I like this location for it the best. You gone, dead thing. You're not quite the dead thing I want. Porter station. Build. It comes pre-built. I think. Cargo. You can tick a bunch of stuff. Items to transport. I guess we'll find out what that all means pretty soon. I'm not gonna kick these all the way back to base. I'll take one with me though. Teleport up to. Okay. Now I'm gonna save it and save teleport stone because then I can teleport back with my zombie buddy. Alright, zombie bro, me and you have a date with destiny, and that destiny is logistics. Let's go to the quarry. So I plop you here, and you do a thing. It's going. He's. What are you carrying, bud? Silver nuggets, gold and iron ore. Gold and iron ore. Well, well, you see, that's a problem. We don't want you to take these. Now I understand how this works. We don't want you to take, when you can take those, that's fine, as far as I know so far. Or maybe not. Maybe I should be bringing that stuff up to the quarry. We don't want coal brought down there. We do want kits brought down there. I don't think we want the raw stone or raw marble taken down there, but we do want completed products. So we do that. Now you stand there because you have nothing to do because none of those things are available to you, are they? You're 18% work efficient, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna put all this stuff away. And the coal. Gosh, you actually take quite a lot, don't you? Neat. Neat. This is so neat. Alright. So, then, what else do I have access to? I have zombie logistics. I have alchemy workbench. I do not have random text generator. What? That's so awesome. I do not have zombie gardening. Maybe we should work on fertilizers. Maybe that's what I should do. After the church workbench. I don't have any of the zombies for this stuff. Zombie mining, quarrying, wood cutting, or quarrying the second. I know it's quarrying too, I just like saying the second. Cool. Cool. You just do your thing, bud. Good job. Thumbs up. I've got a thumb up in real life. Just imagine there is a YouTuber with a thumb up, and we're all good. Alright, so here we are. They said that it was made at the church workbench. Just this one? Is this the church workbench? Yes, it is. So, boost fertilizer. That looks like it's time. And quality fertilizer. Oh, look. I was right. You can make a bucket of blood. What do you need a bucket of blood for, though? Growth enhancer. Or energy elixir. Okay. And how do I find out how this is made? Because this is the bit that I was confused about. I can shove random things together. I know that much. It's, for example, toxic chaos, life, slowing, electric, right? Let's put some electric powder in there and some life solution, and we get go. So that's my problem. I don't know what to make or how to make it. Because as far as I know, I don't know the recipes. Or I might have heard the recipes at one point, but I've long forgotten what they were. I don't think there's a way to keep track. Oh, there's a map. Has this map always been here? Sweet. Beach, lighthouse, cliff, camp. Good. Excellent map. Well done. Yeah. So that's a whole thing that I'm not sure about. But we should give some carrots to Donkey, so that Donkey brings us a body so that we can cremate it. So I'm pretty sure one of the major things we're missing in terms of any of the potions is ash and salt. And I wish I'd known that earlier, because I wouldn't have done the whole role-playing thing of not cremating anything. But you live and learn. So we will produce some carrots for Donkey. There you go, bud. More carrots than you know what to do with. Speaking of carrots, yes, we can pick some more. So I'm going to come back once there is a body for me to burn. Alright, body just arrived, but I'm going to sell that blessing of commerce to this fellow. So that will unlock tier 2, will get us close, very, very close, to the point where I can buy it back. But as I learned, you can't buy back and trade back and get around the game that way. Maybe if I buy some wheat off you. Let's buy like 4 wheat seeds. Oh, alright. Oh wait, it was unlocked. I've seen this before. The vendor will unlock the tier of items tomorrow because it's complete. Cool. So let's go back to Graveyard, and yes, I'm going to be lazy and do that. Making some glass because I want to make some lampposts. Just see what's up with the whole lamppost thing. Okay, so when it comes to a body that you're going to burn, do you have to prepare it? In fact, does preparing it lower the resources that you get from the actual cremation? What do I need for a cremation? I need 8 wood billet. Will do. I have 2. And I get 3, so perfect. Need some honey. Take more wood billet. Of course, this episode might get flamed. It's flame and tagged for the conversation about burning bodies, but I feel like that's just kind of how this game goes. So if you hate that, if you hate that my videos are potentially going to get flagged for just talking about the of things in context with the game, think about becoming a patron. And then we set you on fire. Sweet. Don't know how long this takes, but sweet. Never thought I would talk about burning a body as sweet, but there you go. And okay, I'm just gonna mess around until we have the products from our hard work. Alright, time to build the first lantern in the lantern network. Go. Oh, isn't that nice? That's exactly the kind of lantern I was hoping it was going to be. So we're going to set those all up along the route. Eventually, I think that's the kind of thing that I do between episodes because there's so many of them. And hopefully they prevent bats from spawning. Because I wonder if the bats that spawn along the route will attack the zombies. And eventually wear them down until you have no zombie. Because, I mean, zombies have a limited amount of flesh, right? So anyway. I think we might have enough bees as well. Bees for a 3rd apiary. Which would be cool. All the more honey, the better. So we can make mead later on. Because I can make barrels and stuff, I think. I've got that technology somewhere around here. Yeah, brewing stand, and fermentation barrels, and alcohol distillers, and whatnot. Because I went down this route realizing that I would need oil, and something about this route allows me to create oil. I can't remember what it was. Something. I have plans and machinations. Right, I'm not keeping bees in there anymore. We have enough bees. I forgot what the requirements for an apiary were, but we're gonna find out. The requirements are 6 nails, 4 flitch. No problem. Let's go get 6 nails and 4 flitch, and then we'll check on the whole cremation deal. Because won't that be fun? Lots of ash and salt. I've forgotten already how much I needed. I think it was 4 flitch and 8 nails. Memory of a goldfish. The 3rd bee palace shall be built. Okay, it's more than 6, it's 7. 7 hive spots. There we go. And then eventually we won't have to actually go to any of the wild hives. We can just rely on this, because although you could get more honey and wax by going to the wild hives, why would you bother when you can just get more than enough from your own apiaries? Give me that. $10 bees. 10 bees? Did you lower the cost? Am I going insane? Yeah, like I'm going insane. Anyway, let's go check on the cremation. Because I swear when I looked at the recipe it was 20 bees. Never mind. Salt, burial certificate, and ash. I did know about the burial certificate, don't you worry. So we only have one lot of salt. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be a cheaty McCheaterson. Alright, never mind, Graveyard Keeper didn't want to stay open, but I do now know that Life Solution and Ash bum will create Growth Enhancer. And then Quality Fertilizer is Growth Enhancer and 10 peat. So I'd want to make lots of that so that we can enhance the quality of things, get more seeds out of them, higher quality seeds, yada yada yada. Higher quality seeds will produce more for us. And yes, I know a body arrived and I'm going to burn that immediately after I collect some of this peat. 2. And yes, I know about shift clicking now, by the way. I am just still trying to break the habit of not shift clicking, because it's now well and truly ingrained. Hey buddy, are you ready to get burned? Stay there. I need to go make 8 billet. Oh, way too much. Way too much. See? I could have shift clicked that and I didn't. I'll learn. I'll get there. Don't worry. It'll happen. Come with me, buddy. It's time to get burned. Thanks for burning corpses. Why don't you just call it what it's called? You called weird planks flitch, which I'm sure is an old style name for it. So just call it a pyre, my dude. Doesn't have to be a place for burning corpses. It can be a pyre. When they're ready. It's great timing. And by they're ready, I mean the carrots were ready as I walked past. So, we have 10 peat and 1 growth on us. How much fertilizer are we going to get from this? 10. Cool. It's more than enough. So, I was kind of worried about having to just shell out a lot for growth enhancer. But apparently I'm not gonna... Oh, you're not ready. You are not ready. I can't uproot those, I don't think. But you know what? We need to make some wheat anyway. So... What's it gonna take? I'm gonna need sticks. For an empty, no, I'm gonna need nothing for an empty garden bed. We're just gonna go nuts. Okay, cool. Gonna build us a whole bunch of garden beds. Because we're ready to start a farm, folks. Gonna make all this wheat. Oh, this should all be carrots, shouldn't it? I don't know. How many different... It's lentils, onions, beets, carrots, wheat. Yeah, okay. I might need to be more conservative with the space. So maybe this should be wheat after all. DJ Wheat. Quality fertilizer. Thank you. Oh, you can add both types, maybe? So this has 2 signs, and I'm only placing 1 sign here. I don't mind if they take a while to grow. I honestly don't. This is the first experiment after all. Maybe I'll get to worrying about that sort of thing later. Wheat. Wheat. And these hopefully will produce higher quality seeds after they're done growing. Maybe I should just plant everything now. Maybe I shouldn't worry about... What? Zombie? Crafted Zombies Farm 3. Alright, neat. Cabbage seeds. Do I have any others which I have 4 seeds for? I don't think so. Oh, I have beet seeds. Okay. So yeah, not going to worry about space issues right now. Gonna let those grow. Gonna learn some things about some farming. Fertilizer can go away. None of this belongs in there. Let's go have a sermon. Wow, let's go visit our burning corpse and then have a sermon. Oh, burned corpse. No longer burning. Ah! Ah! I was looking over at the other screen while moving at the same time. Ooh, free faith. And a story. I have to go get, speaking of stories, I have to go get the prayer out of this scroll shelf. Have that. Really should start putting these together to chapters. At some point I will do that. That time is not right now. Because the other thing is that I needed ink, I think is another problem that I had, and you make ink somehow. I think it involved alchemy. It involved black paint. And that's alchemy. Our church is great. Nice though. Now let us pray for this blessing. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Man, tough crowd. Donations are welcome. Great sermon. Sweet deal. More blessing of commerce. Yeah. I made another $3. $3.20. Gonna save up for another bunch of monies, and then I'm gonna buy 2 books at once, like I did at the beginning of last episode. Okay, so I know I have some pen and ink, so let's look at this. If I want to make some notes, I need 3 of those for a chapter. I have some higher quality. I could, but I don't have enough pen and ink. But to make ink, I'm looking over at my cheat list over here, and there's 2 recipes: water and oil, or water and oil, or graphite powder, ash, and death powder. Do I have death powder? Oh, that's chaos. Death powder. I don't think I've even discovered death. Well, I've got death solution. Give me this. Let's go to this mill. We cannot mill goo. I think goo is just literal trash. So I'm not sure what to do with that. Maybe black jelly? So if we come up this way, go to our friend here. So I collected some black jelly. And then we go back to the mill. Will we discover death powder? Right, it's death solution. So what about you? It will allow me to put honey in here, which will give me acceleration powder. Yeah. Okay. Not the results I was hoping for. Nothing else crops up there. Death. Maybe different organs or something? I think if I've studied them, I can figure out what they give me. So, what about you? You can be a powder and a solution. You can be a powder and something? Which I haven't discovered yet. So... Right. So we specifically want to... No, not all the bat wings, thanks. I don't know, 5. Spider web. Red flower. Oop, didn't even check that one. Solution. Alright. What about upstairs in my box at the end of my bed filled with human organs? Okay, that one becomes powder. That one also becomes powder. That one becomes solution. Alright. Time to do a little bit of research. So, batwing. It's gonna make, so this makes solutions. So I need to stop using this bench. Because we don't need that one. Batwing. It'll give me chaos powder. Bone. White powder. Fair enough. Intestines. Life powder. Cobweb. Slowing powder. Yeah. Red flower. None of these are death. Toxic powder. Oh! Oh, hang on. I think I might know where death powder comes from. Rosie, you're a genius. Am I? I think it comes from the red mushrooms that I've only just learned how to pick, but never studied. I don't think I studied them anyway. Let's try and find one. There's ought to be one around here somewhere. Maybe up in my own personal swamp. Death mushrooms. Give me your death powder. I know, best song ever. Okay. Red mushrooms. Did I study you? I have not. Feel like I've picked more of these before. I have. And you. Bring both of those with me. I haven't studied berries. So you don't have to use monster parts, me. It's more for my benefit, me saying that. You can use garden variety things. As long as you study them. So let's see, you. You decompose to a fluid. Alright, so maybe not. But we do have a couple of other things in here we can study. Let's decompose that. Keep forgetting that I don't have to actually grab it from there. I can study wood billet as well. Berries can't be decomposed. What about basic mushrooms? Nope, can't be decomposed. And I never studied chaos solution for some reason. I have now. Should have eaten some cake. You studied some wood billet. Very good. Ash. Ash, you discovered ash. Well done. Okay, none of that was death powder. Huh. Well, color me flabbergasted because I'm not sure where I would get it then. Put these back. See, I'm using shift now. You proud of me? Okay, so let's go to town because maybe they're selling something I can study that will provide me with death powder. Hey bud. I said, hey bud, I would like you to buy these. Thank you. Do I care about? No, you don't even need it. Do you have anything that would decompose? You can't even research this stuff, so no. Doubt the blacksmith would. Doubt the potter would. Maybe the... Sell me urns if I unlock you. I'm not gonna unlock you, my friend. I am gonna go to the other farmer, who I just unlocked here too, and sell them yet another commerce certificate. Maybe they can sell me things I can research, and one of them is death powder. Here, please buy this. Oh, tier 3 was already unlocked. Never mind, that was a waste. I can buy it back. I'm not gonna. Onions? Pumpkins might, because they're... This is a very abstract link, but maybe because of link to Halloween and death. Lentils. Lentils might, because haha lentils. Why don't we just buy one of each if we can? Is there cheap? Yes, there is cheap onion. Cheap wheat. Okay. Cool. Thank you for your business. I'm gonna go research these now. You know what? I've realized I was looking at that recipe all wrong. Because a potion is only 2 things, right? So it can't be water, oil, and water, and it can't be graphite powder, ash, and death powder. It's actually graphite powder and water, or ash and oil, or death powder and water. So, if I get my junk together, I will be able to go and get those things, but I'm already stuck in this whole loop of wanting to research a bunch of things, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Made a whole bunch of pigskin paper, so now I'm going to make a whole lot of clean paper. Okay, so now I have more clean clean paper than I know what to do with right now, so I may as well decompose a whole bunch of it. For science, 50 science, and then let's start studying pumpkins and become a powder. That's a good start. Lentils, essence. Okay, so that little vial is called essence. Got it. Onions can be a powder, and wheat, nothing. So, my friend, pumpkins, death powder, health powder, onions, death powder, toxic powder. Alright, I lose. Put that back, put ash, so ash or oil. So the actual better one here is graphite powder and water. So graphite is easy to get. I imagine I'll need to study the graphite so that I can turn it into powder. Maybe? Why am I walking? We need to go to the quarry. It's too far away for a walk. So graphite. I think that's done here. No. Ah, it's done here, that's right. Graphite out of coal. So let's grab some coal, make some graphite, and then study it, and then turn it into a powder, and then mix it with some water, and then we'll have black paint, which the black paint can then be used to make ink, and then with the ink we can make chapters and stories, and yeah, it's great. Which we can then decompose into more blue points. Oh, it's all coming together. Let's grab a little bit of coal. Get quite a lot from each thing here, but that'll be enough. Slap some in the furnace, and then I'll be back once I have a graphite to work with. Alright, nearly got that piece of graphite. Bam! Graphite get. Now I'm going to put the rest on here because I'm sure I'm going to need more. And this thing has enough fuel to last for a while, so I'm not worried about keeping any of it around for that. We're going to need more steel anyway, so we need more graphite. Wait, was there graphite already in that chest? Oh, I'm the worst. Okay, moment of truth. Let's study that graphite. Can be powdered. And like the only thing it could possibly be is graphite powder, right? Yeah. So there we go. Graphite powder. So if we mix that with water... Excuse me? Cannot study graphite powder? Lame. I can study health powder though. Which apparently I had none of. Do now. So I'll put these away. Story. That. Beeswax. Just want to grab some water from upstairs so that I can do this. I should probably keep some water in, now that I know, keep some water down in that alchemy rack. So that there is plenty there for working with things and stuff. give me this. Take a couple. Bucket o' water. I like how that's called a bucket of clear water, as if there is something there. You can get buckets of water that aren't clear, which would be great, because I'm sure that has something to do with me dumping bodies in the water. I'll take that. Thank you very much. So, graphite powder and water is black paint. Yes. Victory. And black paint plus what? It's ink. Ink. Black paint. We have all of that. Ink. We get 5 ink from that, and then 3 feathers, which I still don't know where to get feathers from. I think you buy them from, or you can buy them from the astrologer, but where you get them outside of the astrologer, I'm not sure. So we're part way there. We are part way there, living on a prayer. Anyway, thank you for joining me for this extra long episode of Graveyard Keeper. Hope you enjoyed. I'll catch y'all later. Bye bye.